to. So both of these players, I would call it kind of mid-tier players. Both have been around for a bit. Both have participated in a number of competitive events and had some pretty good results. But it feels like they're kind of overlooked compared to some of the wonderkins like Grosh, for example, who definitely are maybe more visible in the community. So I think that this is low-key a set that the winner could go pretty deep in this. Um, both of these players I've spoken with, I've played against. Unfortunately, I did not get my set against Ytterbijum during the Summer Cup, where I had to drop, and I guess that counts as him beating me. But either way, like, I was not excited to play that match. I am afraid of Ytterbijum, who's, again, like I said, kind of low-key always a monster, whether it be in crew battles or in competitive events. And I think that both of these players really, and we've seen Bash as well, match up well against players like Koopa. I think Mini, he's had good results against as well. Like, both these players have really high ceilings.
Yeah, absolutely. And speaking of high ceilings, we're starting off on Ballroom.
Well, the ceiling's very high, especially when you are a very small man.
Yes, indeed. Let's get it going in 3, 2, 1, playing it. I want to see if we get some more cheese discussion here with Smallman, because sometimes you can do something like, swap one of those back statues if this conversation we're in right now, it fills up pretty strongly. Whoa, instant purloin.
Yeah, I wouldn't call that cheese, but that is spicy for sure. And we're going to leave immediately and hope that we get a chain here. And we're going to get one. We're rewarded as General rejects as well. We're starting this game off with a purloin chain. And this is going to be real interesting to see because here comes the take. The fade was visible on screen. An immediate zoom in, and here come highlights. Do we earn one?
What's the reaction? That's the most important part of this. There it is. Yes. Ytterbijum's on top of it.
Yep, absolutely. And while having 4 suspects for a purloin is not the worst thing in the world for a spy, it's not great either, especially this early on.
Yeah, we don't have any flirt either, which we should get across conversation in just a moment. 20% because of the distance. And look at that. There's just all over exactly who this could be.
Yep, we are down to...
exactly 2.
I was going to say, we were the only highlight for a while, but now General's brought up, so... Yep, this is a coin flip. And at this point, Bash is reliant on General maybe doing something spicy to earn a shot here.
The question is, do we know that? There were some suspicious laser movements that might indicate to Bash that Ytterbijum was indeed on top of this purloin, but you're never certain as Spy. And do you play as if you're one of a few, or even one of 2? Or do you play as if you've more or less gotten away with it and just need to get another mission? Because we could go for a bug here.
We could. The angle is not great, though, and as a highlight against the low-lit Ambassador, we would have stood out like a spotlight on a dark and stormy night. But either way, not an issue. We're instead going to statues. And if Bash thinks that he's free and clear, then statues makes a lot of sense. And just finishing with statues and flirt. But there's also a print on it.
Fingerprintable.
Yeah, that's nice. But
it doesn't matter. It was a sick, difficult fingerprint. Honestly, a cooked, difficult fingerprint into another fingerprint finish as one of the. If you think you're one of the very, very few suspects left, that's one of the best ways you could get away with things.
Yeah, definitely true. Unfortunately, I think that we already had too much suspicion, and just going for any mission progress while General was correspondingly pretty idle, just earned us the shot there in case maybe either had missed another fingerprint or something.
Yeah, and now we have Ytterbijum on the spy side playing as Buns. Let's get things going in 3, 2, 1, playing it.
Alright, a little bit of bouncing around here at the start, but Ytter is just going to go into the painting pad here, chill for a moment, and wait for the party to settle, as a lot of players tend to do. The Ambassador is a little bit buggable here if we decide we're going to go for it, and yep, that's the play. It is seen, though, is so visible.
Oh,
yep, and Grosh
wow.
not waiting, not Grosh, excuse me, Bash, not waiting for the shot.
Yes, let's take another look at that from the sniper's angle. Oh, yeah, that hand. Yeah, just a tad visible.
Not with a great bug animation to begin with, and if you're going to see them be holding it out there, Not the greatest look.
Yeah, unfortunate for Yitter, but that just means that we're all tied up out of 2 games. You know, a whole 2 games sped. I know that's a lot.
But they were so quick.
They were indeed so quick. Speaking of Grosh, though, it might have been a tongue slip, but they are fighting for the right to face Grosh in the round of 16. So relevant still, and maybe your subconscious knew that, you know.
My subconscious is wise. That is true. But meanwhile, we have boots.
Again.
Yeah, we're running it back with boots, which is difficult to do in healed boots, but let's see if Bosch can make it look good.
All right, let's get going. In 3, 2, 1, playing it.
Alright, well this of course is Tan. Smallman is on the map. Smallman is not a cast member. Smallman is just a guest. Smallman does not earn an early highlight though, just for being Smallman.
That is a mistake. I'm telling you right now, Spad, you always want to highlight Smallman on Tayen at the very least.
No argument for me actually. That is just, yeah. My subconscious agrees with that because again, my subconscious is wise. Meanwhile though, we have a book in hand. The shoji here are covering up the bookshelf, so it makes sense to try and play into that. And hey, look at that, Smallman with a briefcase getting some progress and earning a highlight.
Well, there it is. At least you didn't extend your mistake too long, Yitter, and you have correctly highlit the most dangerous character on this venue. Basch, however, is not highlit because we're not Smallman. You know, that's the big trade-off of actually playing Smallman. You're so strong, but you're so suspicious.
Yep, and Basch just being very, very not suspicious by picking up a flirt here with a book in hand. Smallman going to statues, by the way, and is going to get another fingerprint. Oh, never mind, just falls right off of it. That's sad.
We're even returning this book correctly, which is interesting.
We are. I mean, I feel like book returns, especially on Taeyan, where the bookshelves are so visible, is horrifying and terrifying, and I don't do it often because of those reasons. But against some snipers, it's actually a very strong play.
I think they're a little bit underrated all around, but including on Taeyan. But these are not the best shoji for it, I think, because it gives a clear delineation between the front and the back statues. Whoa! Ytterbijum caught the time ad.
Yeah, suddenly we're down to what, 3?
Yeah, that looks to be what's happening. Now, luckily, one of those 3 we're down to is going
Smallman,
to...
if the laser flashes over Smallman, thinks about it, and then leaves him as a highlight. You love to see it.
Yeah, that's honestly fair. Even if you know for sure he couldn't have been in the windows, but what if he was, though?
It's Smallman. Anything is possible, like Mr. Mistopheles. No? Not a Cats fan? Okay.
No, not really.
Well, that's your loss. Basch here, however, is a bit at a loss, as the double agent is not in that conversation circle, and the party is not really conducive for a fake either.
Cats is just so weird.
What? Are we still on Cats?
It's just very strange, okay? It's
The
just...
butthole cut? Can we talk about the butthole cut on the main screen?
I don't know if Checker would be okay with that, but... Okay, finally, Smallman doesn't even get the light before the end of the game. I was gonna say we were about to get a little light on the Smallman because he's at center statues while this this contact happens, but in fact, no one except for us that was at the windows is in for contact here. So Ytterbijum just confidently takes that shot. Very nicely done. Never low lit Smallman, and I agree.
Yep. No, really nice sniper play from Ytterbijum, staying calm, not making any rash decisions after catching the time ad, and just waiting for the spy to really make their own mistakes there before shooting them.
All right, well, on to the next game. We have Ytterbijum playing as Taft in 3, 2, 1, playing it. And the big question is of course, where are you going to find your spy win? None yet.
What? If Smallman is the ideal character here
Oh,
for
maybe not in this game either, though.
That's a white purloin right in front of the camera. It was seen. The laser flashes over to Damon. immediately, and it feels like this game is short-lived. We might be a dead spy walking from the outset.
There's actually not a big reaction, it feels like. It feels like the Lilith onto Toby was just normal stuff. And because Toby on this venue can be blocked by Shoji so strongly, did we get away with this? Surely. Surely
I
not.
don't think so. I think based on the laser reaction, it was noticed, and
Okay,
yeah,
okay, okay,
yeah, yeah,
okay.
yeah, yeah.
I don't know what we were waiting for. Maybe just a confirmation that it was gone.
But Bash, I think Bash was just saw the gulp and said, "There's no way you could be done with this drink." Meanwhile, this quickly.
That might also be it.
Yeah, that's my guess.
Veranda, again, where are you gonna find your spy win? It's gonna be harder on Veranda, that's for sure.
That is very true. I was gonna say you might not find one here, and that's fine. There's still plenty of games left. Oh, stop me! I've heard this one before. Teal will be the spy choice.
Yeah, it's like the 4th time this cast. And that's out of what? How many games? Not like 15 or something.
Yeah, that's a lot. However, this is Valentine's Day, not Mother's Day, so we'll see how well this goes for Bash.
All right. Well, not Mother's Day. Okay. Let's go. 3, 2, 1. Playing it. That was so bad it took my brain like 3 seconds to respond.
Then it met my objectives, and therefore it was good. We're going to Windows here to start off with. I would not hate some cheesy timeouts here to start with, to be honest, but we're not going to get them, it looks like. We're just once again waiting for the party to settle down, and we're going to go chase down either the double agent or our selection target.
We're not quite in range for a... Oh, well... We were gonna do a flirt, but we were. I was gonna say we weren't quite in range for a standing bug, which might have been another option. But not neither of those now an option.
Well, we have the option for the bug coming out of the conversation, at least, if we're feeling cheeky about this, if we feel like the sniper won't see it. And based on the angle, we might have a little bit of cover from this pillar here on the balcony if we do
go for it.
Ooh, we got the wrong arm. The path was weird, and we get stuck up on the door there, but no immediate reaction. It looks like we're okay for now.
Yeah, I was thinking, how are you going to get the wrong arm here? Because it would take a very strange path to make that work, but Cptbasch does it, and Ytterbijum, no clear reaction.
That is true. Although, as you pointed out, we saw that last game as well. And this being Veranda with a lot of mission progress needed to finish, if Ytterbijum is on top of this, no reason to shoot now. Could just hold and watch, lurking.
Yeah, we are going to finally find our first flirt. Areste's been bouncing around from conversation to statue to these books now. I wonder if we do anything with this book ourselves, or if we're just here for that flirt.
Unfortunately, with Toby over here and the ambassador just leaving, I don't think that we really maybe feel comfortable with the full book cheese, as there is some reason for the sniper to be paying more attention to this side. So, but we'll just keep it in the handle, try and finish this flirt out if we can. And hey, we'll fire off a fake BB while we're at it as well.
Fake VB and to return the book wrong is a pretty classic play. You saw players like Catnip do that a lot, actually.
Yes, but unfortunately, the ambassador is here at the right bookshelf, so the sniper's attention, again, would probably be slightly more focused. Now would be a better time, though, if we decide to go for some spicy plays.
Yeah, Toby
with the ambassador now and Toby on the far side.
Yeah, we could go for it. The problem is there's not so much cover here. So... You know, the best is
here we go.
Yeah, here we are.
Here we go. Do we go for the slam? We are slightly visible on screen. But no, it looks like we're going to be very respectful here. Put the book back after, what, 1 cycle? 2 cycles?
Wow, Yater is on top of it. I think personally, I would have... I don't like slamming, personally. Breaking animations gets you the fastest result, but it's pretty eye-catching. So, personally, I would have... just not done any cycles, but not broken any animations. That way you have the double whammy of it's quick, but it's also not gonna just draw the sniper's attention immediately. And it does seem like Ytterbijum wasn't completely on it for quite a while there. And the extra time we spent at that bookshelf trying to look nice for a sniper that wasn't watching does earn us a bullet, really.
I'm curious, actually, because that was not enough cycles for the book return. If Ytterbijum was on top of that, then that alone could earn a shot from some snipers.
Yeah, it depends on how much Ytterbijum was on it. And it's hard to say exactly, but it did seem like the Ytterbijum was paying attention more to the right of the venue because of where Ambassador and Toby were, and only finally noticed Basch at the end there on the attention rotate back around to the left.
Well, either way, Ytterbijum does find the win there and takes the lead here again.
Yeah, but again, it's still Veranda, and neither player has found a spy win yet. So if trends continue, we will see another tied set after this game. But of course, trends almost never continue in Spy Party. You're usually going to get it broken at some point or another, and is that point now? Let's find out in 3, 2, 1, playing it.
Yep, as we said before, you can't count your chickens before they hatch. Unless you're Colonel Sanders, but we're not a colonel, we are a general. And hey, look at the selection target.
Oh, this is so bad.
Ooh, we're cheesing. I like this.
I do like
the cheese
that.
flirt. Yep, I absolutely like this.
To be clear, this is so bad is in reaction to Sped and her awful puns, not the gameplay, which I actually find quite nice to have a cheese flirt in.
Well, some jokes are lawful good, mine are awful good. So there you go.
I want to leave. Can
You're the host. You can kick me if you want.
just pop out of the Discord. Just get out of here, Sped. I'll solo cast as I don't need these puns.
You could. And then I'd be free. I could go back to sleep. I woke up just for this cast. I want you to know.
You woke up just for this cat? How late
Yeah.
did you sleep in?
It was a nap.
Oh, okay. It was a nap. All right.
We failed a difficult fingerprint here. That's sad to see, but Ytterbijum with okay progress so far, especially with the green flirt from the beginning. That's helping quite a bit.
Unfortunately, not getting that fingerprint off the difficult fingerprint off that briefcase, so a little bit less progress than we might want otherwise. Finally going in for the second flirt. Maybe even could have taken a bug there, but I think the sniper might have had the angle on it. Second flirt's an 85%. No 2 green here.
No, indeed. And with this part of the party pretty busy right now, it doesn't really feel like this is a good spot for any sort of real spicy action, unfortunately. Low light coming onto Hair there for a nice little bounce off the Ambassador. Looks like Ytter's just going for the timer flirt currently.
Yeah, and I do feel like we're starting to get a little bit low on time. It might not look like it, we have over 2 minutes, but a timeout here I would appreciate quite a bit from Yitter. Just to make sure we have enough time to not have to be rushing up against the wall come a minute and a half from now.
Yeah, and if you look at the win chance percentage, that's taking time into account. And right now, the low time with so many missions left to finish is really the key driving point. We're not really a real suspect, it doesn't feel like, but we just need to get so much done here in the last 2 minutes, and we have so little progress to start with.
We'll go for the bug. It's a nicely done bug.
Yeah, the turn in, very nice, but that was just such an awkward conversation circle positioning and such an awkward play in general. Feels like we are a real suspect now just for that.
Yeah, that's gonna hurt us a little bit here. But of course, we do have the option for like an inspect swap finish, especially as we see twin at statues. We could try swapping for twin or doing a green swap in the front. Honestly, I'm a fan of green swapping front statues, just because the snipers don't look at those statues as much, even if they are a bit more visible.
I mean, I agree with you, but you can't block it, and so many players are afraid of that. Yeah, it looks like you called it. We are going to the statues in the back here, with 2 inspects in the bag already. This could be the finish. Here's the inspect first. That's 4 missions done. Now, do we go for the swap while blocking it? The laser swinging over there to check it out. The swap is done. It is seen. Is the shot going to come off?
Shot?
4 seconds.
Wait, what? We zoomed straight in on the swap. I thought surely that Basch was, all over it, but I can't.
Yeah.
My best guess for what happened there is that prior to this statue being swapped, it was a 2 and a 3. So the statue of Venus and the Maltese Falcon We number them by height a lot of the time for a lot of players. That's kind of how you keep track of them using the
I see
head.
where you're going with this. Yep.
And so
Yep.
when the swap happened, it turned into another 3. And Cptbasch, when checking the swap, perhaps only saw the fact that General was holding a 3. And got it mixed up in their head and thought, okay, 3-2, where in reality it was 2-3. And thought, that kind of like slip up mistake is something that can happen a lot.
No, I think that's exactly it. I think you've called it exactly. Because based on the laser action, it was very clearly seen, but the uncertainty was just enough to make him hold the shot for 10 seconds. That was enough.
That's so unfortunate for Bash because, all over that bug it felt like, and despite that, Yitter gets away with the win. And that's the first spy win of the set on Veranda. And we're just going to go into more of these 5-8s, the ones that are difficult to find spy wins on. It's Library next with Cptbasch playing as which it's plain. It's plain.
This is plain, yes.
It's
no
plain,
tie
plain.
clip.
I had to check, it's very important that we get the right twin. All right, let's get it going in 3, 2, 1, playing it.
Is 4 of 8 library in the bracket map pool?
It is
Venue
not.
pool,
We had 4 of 8 library in the group stage pool, but not in this case, just the 5 of 8 setup.
Alrighty. Well, Bash going for the early flirt and then going into the double agent conversation circle, going for a very quick start here if we decide to take it. But no, we'll just sip our drink and hang out with the ambassador right here. We go for the bug. It was so visible. Yeah, unfortunately, I like the thought, but this laser just happened to be right on top of us.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like Bash was maybe trying to go for a kind of like anti. Well, I either got baited by laser lag or was going. Actually, I think that's probably what happened. Baited by laser lag.
Yeah, I mean, I think that makes the most sense.
And unfortunately for Bash, that means that they're getting a deeper hole here. Ytterbijum got a fairly easy sniper win on that one, and is all gravy here basically. If Yitter can win this game, it's gonna be real difficult for Bash to come back into the set. Gonna have to win 4 in a row just to force overtime. But Ytterbijum hasn't won this game yet, of course. so let's not get ahead of ourselves. I tell myself. Let's get this game going in 3, 2, 1, playing it.
Yeah, we have Disney back here on the board, although of course all characters are on the board, this being library. But yeah, as you say, this is of course sniper favored, and Ytterbijum going to pick up the book here early on. We're not on camera yet. In theory, we could have ripped this out and walked away, but we don't. We're playing it safe, playing it cool, and we'll just hang on to the book here for a bit.
Yeah, I like the early book grab, I will say.
No, I do too, and I don't think we were particularly noticed there either.
Also,
nice little path curving around the conversation circle, picking up the early flirt.
Another thing that makes this early book grab so good is that there are quite a few people I see. I mark at least three people with books out of bookshelves already. So the more people that have their own books, the more AIs that the sniper needs to remember, the more likely you're going to get away with some kind of microfilm shenanigans.
Yep, certainly true. I like this action for Ytterbijum so far. Like, this is pretty aggressive play, starting things off. And in library, spies need to play aggressively.
I would be interested in getting a flirt finish here with a microfilm.
Yeah, I don't hate it at all. It is a bit early, of course, if you're trying to cook the book a bit longer. Yeah, I guess Ytterbijum agrees. Now is not the correct time. We're going to walk away instead.
Or return this correctly. That's interesting. I did not think
That
this
is a
would be
choice.
going into green.
No, this now feels like a waste of time unless we do an action test here.
We do, which is a lot of time
green.
spent holding this book to get a half of a mission.
Yeah, but we got the green test. It was off screen, so hey, we have a green microfilm in pocket now, and that's big. Plus flirt done. You'd love to see it.
Alright, reject from Yitter here, but no purloin.
Now, depending on the attention that's being paid to Toby here, versus the Ambassador. We could go for a bug out of this. Again, stop me if you've seen this before. We've seen a lot of aggressive bugs so far in both the sets, and they've more often not been caught. But Library is one place, if you time it right, as we just saw the attempt to do, you can get a pretty free bug sometimes.
We actually left that conversation while we were completely off screen for an extended period of time. We definitely could have gotten that bug, as you were mentioning.
But instead, we're going to go try and find a spot here, and we're picking up the highlight for going to our second bookshelf.
Interesting highlight stratagem there from Cptbasch, but it looks like it may work out. Because
Yep, very, very interesting.
You know, how do you get this done now? Yeah, look at this.
Oh, so on camera. The microfilm is so on camera, and the shot is cut immediate. Basch just baiting that shot out.
Yes, very nice out of Basch to be aware of the fact that this is the second bookcase. We need to be careful about that particular transfer opportunity. And Basch still in it. You know, only 2 games down, which as we get further in the set is going to mean more and more. Of course, 2 games can mean the entire set by the end of it. But 2 games is not impossible to come back from, and we're stepping into Courtyard next.
Yep. As everybody knows, a spy-sided venue, and Basch here with Kane.
Okay, that's 3, 2, well, 1, playing it.
I don't understand what your problem is. We're gonna go hang out. This is normal, by the way. I think we saw. Did we see Courtyard earlier? No, we did not.
We saw 3 of Mini Racket banned 3 of 7 Courtyard.
Right. Yeah. So this is the normal Courtyard, quote unquote normal, the sort of built-in standard Courtyard variant, which is 4 of 7 with a bit more time. And I think people tend to prefer it. I don't know. It's tough to say. For those of you who are interested in etiquette sniping, there is a big compendium from Lazy Bear in the Discord. So go check that out.
Ooh!
Oh.
Whoa!
Whoa!
Yes!
Eating that fingerprint. Love it.
I love. Okay.
Love to see it.
I love that play more than I can say, because that one fingerprint could mean the entire mission is not credited to you. You get one fingerprint, the sniper doesn't care. It's not a full mission. Unless they really, really think, oh, I don't know where fingerprints are. In that case, you might be getting some compensation with AIs getting the same kind of suspicion anyway. Oh, that was amazing. There's also possibility for that to be a swap, but the thing is, this doesn't knock out any AIs, right? With the swap, the sniper can be like, oh, well, I didn't see who was there, but I can tell you who wasn't there, and maybe start narrowing the party based on that. But with just the print, that could be the entire mission with one more print, and we're clean.
Unfortunately, though, we were blocked here for this inspect, but we do hit the green, so we're going to be able to get the back in 2, with the sniper kind of staring us down there. But, as you say, we have sort of the ace in the hole here, which is our maybe free fingerprint. And with the Ambassador walking away, we can pick up this briefcase right now, and we will. There's a fingerprint. So suddenly, Basch is just going to need one more flirt to win, assuming he can hit the green here. And if Ytterbijum isn't crediting those prints, how do you take the shot?
Oh, the ST comes to us, but I don't know if we're in range for a green flirt, and it's a white anyway, so we'll need one more regardless.
But we have time. We can just timer flirt this out and get our last flirt with about 15 seconds left.
Yeah, and honestly, if we're not shot yet, we're probably never shot just for talking more. So Cptbasch has a huge chance to win this game. And
yeah, we're a highlight for going to statues, but only the one statue visit was seen, and because of that, I think we're in great shape. Like, especially as Twin is cooperating, hanging out for us. We have what, another 20 seconds before that cooldown ends. If the selection target cooperates, this is just an easy win. Like no. Okay, well, now it gets a little more hairy. We can still get a flirt from anywhere, but we do have to chase.
No, if this is what gets us killed, I'm going to be so sad, because that play was amazing.
Yep, here's a talk. We have to find a shot here.
No way!
And we get it! Ytterbijum finding the shot!
Yitter, I don't like that. That's just so tragic. Because, oh, if Twin hadn't walked away, if we had gotten the green test earlier, because let me take a look. We went from 64 to 89. That's 25%. Yeah, that is in green range, because that would be another 12.5% for green. Oh, the green twin not walking away. And somehow, despite that amazing play to find the fingerprint, Yitter able to take the shot just because of a little bit of having to chase RST.
One thing I do wonder is if there was maybe a little bit of laser lag on the replay versus the actual thing, so maybe either might have just caught a glimpse of the animation breakout statue.
If that's the case, then Yitter was really playing with our hearts there. And not shooting for a long time, but man, I am so upset that play didn't net a spiral. I can't tell you enough that oh,
you're real hung up about this, almost as hung up as you were about the cheese.
All right, well, Ytterbijum now on the spy side, playing as Bling. And I as much as I'm impressed by Yitter, I feel like Basch just deserved that one so much. It was so good. It was so well done.
Well, things happen on Courtyard Sniper.
Yeah.
Missed shots, for example, and either on match point here, but Basch certainly capable of winning 3 straight. So let's see if he can pull off here.
Yeah, let's get it going in 3, 2, 1, playing it.
We are Bling Twin now, because that matters. And either just going to chase down the flare here to start things off. Alright, are you over that last game yet? Are you good?
I'm still mourning,
Yeah,
that's
fair.
You gotta let me grieve, okay? 34%
Okay.
on this game, though. And, yeah, Yitter, you white test, too. You white test your flirts, too. Sorry, I'm in the anger stage. No.
Yeah, that's fair. Let me know when you get to acceptance, and we'll go from there. In the meantime, either just picking up this fingerprint, gonna drop it very politely, and go back and pick up some more flirt progress.
Yeah, I mean it's a start. It's not as cool as the fingerprint we got on Cptbasch's game, though.
In the end of red.
All
I
right.
love this fingerprint so much. Why don't you marry it?
I mean, look, I can't exactly marry the concept of a fingerprint in a video game. I'm not sure that would be something I can say yeah, I'm marrying this and have legal weight.
I feel like we're 6 months away from people marrying their NFTs, so fuck it.
Can I NFT? Can I make an NFT of Bash's fingerprint on
Make an
Courtyard?
NFT of anything. Unfortunately, Ytterbijum does not have much mission progress here. We're down to 90 seconds left. We're going to finish our flirt here. We've just been timer flirting this out. But we have the Courtyard Conundrum, of course. With 1 print in pocket, we might be able to avoid having to get a hardtail here. But we are going to be reliant on the Ambassador to drop us a case somewhere where we can pick it up and finish those prints before going to statues.
Yes, indeed, and that's pretty difficult. Is this printable? We're going twin. There's some safety offing, I don't know, from Basch here. I'm not sure what that's up. No, don't do it, Basch, don't do it! No!
It's fine. This is fine. No, we're fine. It's fine.
But we're not being seen at statues because Basch is taking all of the time here to look at Buns. The rotation's not there because of all the attention that Buns get. Even if she's not getting shot, that's going to change the game because now Yitter has this statue set completely clean, and that's just game winning. That's set ending.
Well, but either needs the Ambassador to cooperate here. No fingerprints being left anywhere. The briefcase is still in hand. As far as I know, there aren't any others on the map, and something Ytterbijum is in a time crunch. Under 30 seconds left. The Ambassador's leaving one at statues right now, but he's to be tied up there for a long time. So we might need to do something else, like a purloin.
Yeah, but again, we still haven't been seen at statues, so if we don't have overtime, it's going to be hard for Cptbasch to shoot almost anything, except for this purloin. If it's a white purloin, we might have a chance, but instead we're going to go for the briefcase, as the Ambassador has left it there.
There will be overtime. We're going to get it done, but it's going to be a full 7 seconds of overtime here. We're going to return it.
Oh, no!
The strong shot comes off!
And it was, in the end, Buns who let us get away with the inspects, and Buns, who was shot in the overtime despite maybe not having done anything to deserve it. You know, what has she done in the last 10 seconds? Maybe some kind of bouncing with the ambassador, and think, you know, it's possible there's a bug here.
Yeah, real tough to say, but as it is, Ytterbijum will take the set, and as you said before, is going to move on to face Dr. Grash.
Yes, that is correct. Grash MD has been a very strong player, you know, up and coming, done a lot of research into the game, even taught, you know, me a thing about the game that I didn't know, which is, honestly, doesn't happen often these days, and I'm always happy to learn more. If anyone's wondering, that fact is that when Toby is completed with the drink offer, whether they reject it or took, Toby will turn towards the center of the venue, regardless of where he is.
Yep, which we have seen come into effect in competitive matches, especially from Garage, taking advantage of that knowledge.